Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show. And this is June 8th, 2018. I'm pretty sure it's the 8th, but this is the kind of show tonight that I was going to have a gentleman on, and John Ludden from Columbia, and something happened. There was technical difficulties, and he isn't on tonight. So I had to throw together a completely different show. So I'm going to give you the radiation report. We're going to do the curse removal, energy balancing, and some energy work. And I wanted to talk to you also a little bit about what's going on in Hawaii, since we are going through day 40 of the volcano going off. And I want to show you this picture. Oops. Oh dear. All right, go down, go down. All right, so if you can see this. Oh, what happened? There we go. Press the wrong button and it disappears. Okay, so this is a big island of Hawaii. And if you see in the middle where it's dark, dark red, that is where the active volcano is going off. And you're going to see how yellow everything is. And that is called sulfur cloud. And you can see it's actually covering the whole island of Hawaii. Now, yesterday, I went to, and if you look at it this way, see if I can do this. I went to this side of the island up here to Kauai High to go to the beach. And, you know, it looked pretty good. The air looked pretty good. And when my girlfriend and I got back from it, my eyes just burned. This is only being out in the sun for a couple hours. And my eyes really burned. And I was so exhausted after I got to the store. I just had to lay down and take a nap. And then I put angel light over my eyes to help them stop burning. And that's a sign of sulfur being in the air. And again, it's over the whole island. Now, today I went to the other side of the island, to Hilo, and that is, let's see, oops, we're on this side. It's on this side of the island where it's pretty red, right over there, okay? So the, what we call the VOG and the CO2 mass, SO2 mass, is really pretty heavy. So I wore a mask when I went into town. I found out that if doing weird stuff, that if I don't wear the mask, then my lungs filled up with all kinds of fluid. I would put the regular mask on and my lungs would clear up right away. So, you know, I really cut my time in town as much as I could, because I really didn't want to breathe that sulfur. And I was really amazed because I was one of the few people that was wearing a mask. And I'm like the canary in the coal mine. You know, when I got outside of my car in Hilo and I could actually smell how bad it was, you know, I wasn't taking off my mask, and I don't care if anybody else was doing it or not. I care about my lungs, and I'm going to be here for a while. So to protect myself, I also got a air purifier for the house, and then I bought one for the store because I really like clean air. And just for grins and giggles, I bought one for the car because, you know, right now the volcano is going off and the air quality is pretty bad. So if you do have asthma or any kind of lung problems, you may want to put off coming to Hawaii for a little while. And this is really hard for me to say, guys, because I own a store here. And a lot of, you know, my business comes from tourists. So, you know, there's trade-offs to everything. It's, still a lovely place to be, especially if you really keep by the north side by the beaches. Other than that, you know, if you have a chance to see the volcano, it's a once in a lifetime event that you'll have a chance to experience, or not. But this is what I'm doing to survive here. And like I said, I'm taking extra precautions. And it was really amazing because within 15 minutes of me putting on the air purifier, my lungs started to clear up. And then it was totally clear. It was amazing. And it was one of the first nights in a long, long time where I didn't wake up choking from phlegm. And that's really not a lovely experience, if you know what I mean. So to have clear lungs just for putting an air purifier on, you know, thank you. I like the blessing. I'll take it. I love clean air. And it's just the trade-off to being here on the island right now. And also, I want to point out that there's a few volcanoes going off. Guatemala, I think the Yellowstone geyser is starting to release stuff into the air. And there is another volcano somewhere, and forgive me, I can't remember, that's also going off. Now, one of the functions is when the volcano spits the ash into the air, it's cooling the planet down. So, and we've been working on with Mother Nature and asking her to be and to move in a divinely inspired way, in a way that, you know, very few people are going to be hurt or harmed. We want the Mother Earth to move with divine intelligence. So again, if she's awakening and putting out the ash into the air to help us cool the planet down, then in a way it's a blessing. But again, there's trade-offs. You know, you got to really be careful with what you breathe and how you go around everywhere now, and, you know, to wear a mask when you have to. All right, so what I'm going to do tonight, we will do the curse removal energy balancing, and I'm going to give you the radiation report. I'm going to do a little work on Nazis, and if we have time, we'll do some work on the Arctic poles and the glaciers. All right, so I'm going to do the radiation report, and if you got that doobie, I would suggest you might want to start smoking it. I've got some wine, you might start guzzling it, got the beer, drink it. It's not better, let's put it this way. So I think I'm limited to the top 25 cities, and the report was done by Bob Nichols from Veterans Today, who's a writer on that. And so thank you, Bob. We appreciate you accumulating all this information. So I'm going to start with the highest radiation level, the city that has the highest radiation level in the United States. And then I'm going to go downward to the lowest. Okay, guys, here we go. Colorado Springs, 34 million. Now, I asked Mary O last week, who's on the program, who works in the nuclear industry, why does Colorado Springs have the largest radiation report in the United States? And her answer was, well, they got uranium mines, and then you've got the military there. Lovely. So that gets you spot number 1, Colorado Springs, at over 34 million. Little Rock, Arkansas, over 30 million rads. Raleigh, North Carolina, over 30. Portland, Maryland, over 29 million rads. Navajo Lake, over 29 million. And yes, I am rounding these off. Spokane, Washington, 26 million. Tucson, Arizona, over 23 million rads. Phoenix, Arizona, over 22 million rads. Fresno, California, over 25 million rads. St. George, Utah, over 25 million rads. Riverside, California, 25 million rads. San Diego, California, 24 million rads. Worcester, Massachusetts, 24 million rads. Atlanta, Georgia, 24 million rads. Denver, Colorado, 22 million rads. Idaho Falls, Idaho, 22 million rads. Boston, Massachusetts, 21 million. San Bernardino, California, 22 million. Grand Junction, Colorado, 21 million. El Paso, Texas, 21 million. Casper, Wyoming, 21 million. Yuma, Arizona, 21 million. Concord, New Hampshire, 21 million. Bakersfield, California, 21 million. They say that, really the highest radiation level maximum that supposed to be normal, that we're supposed to be able to live in, is 3,600,000. So if you listened, it didn't matter where in the United States you were. It was high radiation, whether you're on the East Coast or the West Coast. Oh boy, or even in the middle, it's high. So y'all have to do a lot of cleansing. It does make a difference. More cleansing baths, if you can use baking soda, salt, and hydrogen peroxide. Liquid vitamin D is wonderful if you get Fukushima flu, for helping you get rid of that. And, there's a lot of other radiation cleanses you can do. Eating miso soup, that's another good cleanse. And eating some kind of seaweed, but you got to be careful where that comes from, and make sure it's not from California or Japan or places like that. The farther ways from Japan, the cleaner it's going to be. So that's just a few things, and that's the local radiation. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do the curse removal, energy balancing. And we haven't done that in a while. So just to give you a brief rundown, what it does, it opens up all your energy centers, so everything is flowing. I remove curses, energy implants, overlays. It helps clear your path. It removes energy you've taken on that's not yours, helps get rid of psychic attack. And you're going to feel everything really start to circulate. And when I'm done, you should feel lighter, because when you remove all that energy that's not yours, you feel better, you feel lighter. And let's see. Okay, so if at all during this you're going to find me burping, I don't have a beer over here that I'm, chugging down. I actually don't like alcohol, but it's a way that I release energy. And we're doing a big group energy work here tonight. So we'll just say I'm getting rid of it for the whole group. Okay? All right. So if you're going to participate, I want you to sit down, put your feet flat on the floor, and close your eyes. You don't have to watch me doing this, okay? Because normally when I do this work, I close my eyes too, so I'm not distracted by anything. So close your eyes, put your feet flat on the floor, and just put your hands in your lap, facing upward like you're going to receive, because you are going to receive. I want you to take some gentle, deep breaths. I want you to inhale light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. So you're going to breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And keep doing that until I tell you to stop. So as you're doing that, I'm going to surround each and every one of you in a bubble of golden flame. I'm going to add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing, and I'm going to seal you in the pink flame of love. And I'm going to call to your teachers, guides, masters, and all the divine beings that work with you, and invite them in to make this energy work as gentle, loving, and kind as we can. So take one more deep breath and exhale out everything that's left in your body that no longer serves you. And imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. So I want you to imagine this incredible divine healing energy coming down from God, coming into the top of your head. And I want you to feel that energy flow into your brain and feel every cell, atom, molecule of your brain reconnecting to the Creator, and you become this really awakened spiritual being filled with all these new possibilities. And now allow that energy to flow out your third eye, which is in the middle of your forehead. And now feel that energy flow out of your throat chakra. And now feel that energy flow down even farther so it comes out of your heart chakra. And now allow that energy to flow down even farther so it comes out of your solar plexus. And now allow that divine energy to flow out of your belly button chakra. Let's do that one more time because I felt it had a burp come out. So feel that energy come out of your solar plexus again. Now allow that energy to flow out of your root chakra. And now feel that divine energy flow out of your sacral chakra. And allow it to flow even farther and feel it come out of your root chakra. So feel that divine energy flow all the way down your legs, let it go out your feet and send it into the earth. Feel that divine energy flow all the way down your arms and out your hands, and allow it to flow down your spine. So I want you to take one more deep breath, and this time as you exhale, I want you to imagine anything dark or negative that's left in your body that no longer serves you being gently released through your breath as you exhale, and then breathe normal. As you're doing that, I call the Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut all ties to any energy you've taken on that's not yours, whether it's from a friend, relative, acquaintance, stranger, anybody you work with, TV set, animal, whatever the karmic reason is that created anything out of balance in your body or your life today. And as all that unwanted energy is peeled off of you gently like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to reptile, dinosaur energy, secret societies, organized religion. Cut all ties to any oaths, vows, curses, hexes, rituals that could have been done to you or your family, going backwards and forwards, hundreds of thousands of generations, or anything you could have done, consciously or unconsciously. And as all that unwanted energy too is peeled off of you gently like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to any effigies that have been misused against you. And that's any elemental of yours that was used to hurt you or anyone, including anything you own, clothes, hair, picture, your name spoken, written, just thought of, or anything you have your energy on and as ties to all those elementals are cut. I call the violet flame through them to clean them up, the angel light energy to heal. We fill them up with love, and now we command them to be neutral or only emit love. And now I want Michael to come forth, remove any energy implants that have been done to you or anything that could have carried over from any other lifetime because of dark magic, voodoo, dark witchcraft, or just dark thoughts sent your way. So I want the stick, pin, needle, or knife that's in your crown chakra removed from your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, belly button, root, feet, hands, spine, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hips, teeth, anywhere in your body that's out of balance. And as you feel all those pins, needles, and knives being very gently removed, imagine all those spaces immediately fill up with the violet flame to clean it up, the angel light energy to heal. We release all that unwanted energy back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to patriarchy, genocide, rape, incest, slavery, prostitution, persecution, circumcision, removing any energy overlay that's trying to manipulate you, keeping you from connecting with God, healing yourself, being really successful, fulfilling all your divine missions, and living your life in joy. And as all that unwanted energy is gently released, it's keeping all these wonderful things from coming to you. We send it all through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. So if there is anybody out there that's directing any kind of dark energy at you, whether it's through magic, black magic, witchcraft, Santa Maria, or just voodoo, or anything dark or dark thoughts sent your way, we're going to, oops, there's a burp there. We're going to ask them to step forward in the light and stop doing it. And if they choose to continue, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and their guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness. We surround them in a bubble of mirror. The mirror faces them. It's 2 inches from their nose. And as long as they do that dark work, that energy stays contained in the bubble of mirror. And the bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until they do works of good. Now I called your higher self, and I ask your higher self now to activate your divine blueprint for perfect health. And it starts manifesting in your body now. To allow all that energy to integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, your atoms, your molecules, all your internal organs going all the way down into your DNA. And with every breath, allow more of this energy just to integrate everywhere in your body. And if you have anything out of balance, I want you to allow and feel this really high divine energy just come pouring into that area. And feel it getting stronger and stronger in that area. And as it does, you're releasing anything stuck there. We're going to imagine my big angel light tools over those areas, and it's just releasing everything that's stuck, the energy that no longer serves you, and we're replacing it with divine energy. So again, take another deep breath and allow all this energy to integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, your atoms, your molecules, all your internal organs going all the way down into your DNA. And let's do some energy work while you're in this really, really high sacred space. So really quick, put yourself in this big stadium, huge, with all these like-minded beings. And we've got this huge crystal that's in the center. And if you can see, I'm going to show you my big crystal now. Oops, you can. There we go. All right. Now that's my big crystal, Ela. She's the largest crystal in Hawaii, and she's over 1,000 pounds. So you can imagine her in the center. She'd really be honored. And she's going to amplify our work over 100,000 fold. All right. Awesome. So you got someone to the right, to the left of you, and in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine holding their hands, and I want you to feel again reconnected with the Creator and feeling all this incredible healing energy come pouring down into the top of your head. Oh yeah, this is fun. Ooh, there we go. Okay. All right. Into the top of your head, and just allow it just to flow through your body, and feel it go down your right arm into the person next to you. And now this energy is creating these circles that we're all connected with by our heart chakras. And as the energy flows to the right, we're going to call all the gods and goddesses of light, past, present, and future, and invite them in. The elemental kingdom, air, earth, fire, and water, the angels that work with us, all the benevolent, celestial beings, and the cosmic beings, and all the people that are doing prayer work and energy work. We're going to ask if they would add their energy to what we're doing. And now we're going to send love and light to the left. And as the energy flows to the left, the circle is closed. So only that which is light may enter. We're going to ask the trees to join us and take this energy and send it into the earth through the roots, so the Mother Earth can feel this high energy and the balance she needs to be in divine harmony and to move with divine intelligence. And imagine this energy going out through the trees' branches and sending our energy work out there, so everyone on the planet can feel this really high energy and let it integrate in a gentle, kind, loving way. We called all the rock, stones, crystals, minerals, and all the earth keepers on the planet to lock into our big crystal and again amplify our work over 100,000 fold. We called all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks, pyramids, and all the sacred and holy spots to lock into this energy circle. And I'm going to ask that everyone here receives the healing, Mother, Father, God, and that you guide us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. So I want you to take a deep breath, feel yourself reconnect with the Creator, and you, in your mind's eye, you can drop your hands and feel this energy flow out, this high divine energy, your third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, your hands into the center. And we're going to create a bubble of light in the center that we're going to put our energy work in. So you can either do creative visualizations while we're doing this, or just send energy to amplify the work. All right. All right. So in the first bubble, we're going to put in all the Nazis on the planet. Okay. I think that's a worthy endeavor. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested me, I command. Now, I want you to see the violet flame blazing around and through any area Nazis are doing satanic rituals. And the violet flame is going to burn off all dark satanic energy. And now I want you to imagine it being anchored in all those spaces. And we're going to command Archangel Michael to tie and bind all demons that have attached themselves to Nazis and escort them back to God, replacing that space with Michael's warrior angels of light. We're going to anchor the energy of divine enlightenment in the center of all these areas and expand outward. So all who enter the sacred space has their higher selves activated, and all are reconnected back to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings. We call the higher selves of all the Nazis to stop their dark white supremacist ways. And if they choose to continue, which is their free will, we ask their higher self and guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness now. We also surround them in a bubble of mirror, facing them 2 inches from their nose to contain their dark energies, with the violet flame added to transmute their energy so they have no more forward movement. Now, I want you also to see all Nazi swastika symbols in your mind's eye and see them being reversed. So the energy now brings in peace and prosperity back to Earth and humanity. And every time anyone looks at a Nazi swastika, see the energy being reversed into its correct positive direction. Now we cut the ties to anyone whose intent is to misuse any sacred symbol. We call the violet flame through them to clean them up, and we reconnect those symbols to the divine. See these energies being reversed to their positive, correct direction now. Now, if this symbol was used to set humanity's collective solar plexus backwards, we now reverse directions and see humanity moving forward in light and love. Now, we want to cut all ties between Nazi groups everywhere, between the Nazis in the United States, in Germany, and anywhere in Europe, in the United States, in South America, anywhere on the planet. See these groups being cut from each other, and I'm going to ask their higher selves to get them to pull all their personal energy back off of each other. And I'm going to ask that their higher selves help them reconnect to the Creator so they become awakened spiritual beings that know better than to hurt or harm. And again, if they choose not to, which is their free will, I'm going to ask their higher selves to put them in a position of harmlessness. We want all veils of invisibility removed from around them so people see them clearly and they cannot hide. And as people see them, they'll also be given divine inspiration on how to deal with them in a way no one will be hurt or harmed. Now I'm going to ask you to chant this with me. And it's only 2 lines, and I think you know the basic chant by now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. And we're going to do this one 6 times, all right? Now, come on, do it with me. Use the power of the spoken word. Imagine this big crystal, if you can see her behind me, just amplifying our work. Okay, here we go. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. One more time, and come on, really use your voice. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. Woo. Water time. All right, so we're going to do another bubble, and this one we're going to direct it at the nuclear accident in Fukushima. So in this bubble, I want you to imagine Japan and Fukushima. And actually, you can put in all nuclear reactors, but we're really going to direct it specifically at Fukushima. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am. Through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. I call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties and binds with all nuclear elementals have with anyone who is trying to misuse them in any way. We send a very divine, peaceful, calm, healing energy through all the elementals that are out of balance. I order the very furious elementals that have come from the earth, that have been battered and forced to become what they are now, like nuclear reactors, to be shut down safely forever. And we ask the divine to guide this into manifestation. In the meantime, we want to see these elementals reconnect to the Creator, letting them be known They are still love. See them going back to their proper geometric shape they had that made them function as one unit. Imagining Arctic snow and air around the cooling containers as I bring down love, divine love, peace, calm, and the correct cooling energy that is needed down to bring the temperature down. I also ask that these nuclear plants and all the elementals that create a nuclear plant reactor, the machines, computers, everything electrical, start working together in divine harmony, becoming very efficient and running at perfect performance level. I'm also asking that the violet flame blaze over 100 million fold through all the nuclear fallout, letting the energy burn out through the violet flame, healing the angel light. Now we reconnect every cell, atom, molecule in the radiation to God, filling them up with that high divine energy. Now we command them to be neutral and totally harmless. I call to the Lord God and Goddess of the winds to keep the breezes to very gentle breeze, flowing in a direction where no people will be hurt or harmed. So I want you to imagine in your mind's eye around, especially around Fukushima, this gentle energy vortex forming, and see it just taking the radiation and it goes out into the atmosphere. We're going to send it through the violet flame to clean it up. And we're going to ask the cosmic beings to take it and make something very lovely from it, which they can do. And we are also going to ask that the angels keep the sea life away from this energy. So for those who have radiation sickness, I ask the divine to give these beings special divine grace and please cancel clear whatever karma they did to create this out of balance in them and bless them for taking on this karma for the earth. We call the violet flame through them on all levels, body, mind, and soul, to help them release all past, present, and future karma, cleansing and purifying every cell, atom, molecule in the bodies, all the way down to the DNA, cleansing all radiation to light. I now surround them in the energy of angel light to heal them and fill these beings up with the Creator's light. See this energy touching every cell, atom, molecule in their bodies, going into their DNA, reconnecting them to the divine. And as they fill up with this very high healing divine energy, see them becoming healthy again. So let's send this energy to those that need to be healed 24/7 until they're healed. I asked Michael the Archangel to go and help those souls who have passed on in this disaster. As I cut their ties from anything on earth, I send them through the violet flame to clean up their energies, refill them up with divine love. See the angels escorting all these beings back to heaven, becoming very peaceful. I send, O divine, loving, calm, peaceful, healing energies that will also divinely inspire all those that are survivors to help them stay reconnected to God and be able to move forward. To those lost souls that have created this disaster through the heart, using any Tesla info or have anything to do with nuclear, I ask the Creator to awaken you and forgive you. I ask that you're now removed from all impositions of authority you now have and replaced with a light worker. Oh, my beloved divine, help those lost souls. Now, I also ask the karmic board and the Creator to send you your karma back now, if it's for your highest good, and multiply that return over 100,000 fold. I ask that all your money ties and resources are now cut from you and your families, redirected to all light workers on the planet. I ask again that you are now removed from all positions of authority now and replaced with a light worker. I stand out of the way as your karma is returned to you now. I ask, oh divine, that this is a big wake-up call for everyone on the planet. See all humanity now rejecting anything nuclear. See all Tesla inventions for free energy now come to the surface, as well as all new technology about wind, solar, and whatever else we need to use to make us a real green planet, implementing them now. I ask that the angels to help everyone suffered in this nuclear threat be awakened. Cut all trauma the earth is going through. As this is done, we call the violet flame through the Mother Earth to help her gently transmute all dark energy. And we send lots of divine calming, peaceful, healing energy into the Mother Earth, filling her up with lots of divine love as she reconnects to the Creator. We also see all of heart programs breaking down now. And we place magnets in the shape of tiny pyramids over all their computers and hard drives, and includes their backup systems, thus erasing all stored information. And see the zeros and the ones reversing in the computers, resulting in the harps breaking down. But we want the nuclear computers to work perfectly in divine harmony. And as always, divine creator, not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. Fill this up with light and love, and take a deep breath and release it. And we give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, so I'm going to do one more bubble of light, and then we're going to do close and do 3 ohms to close. So take a deep breath, feel yourself reconnecting to the Creator again, and all that high divine energy coming pouring into your body, and redirect it into the center, forming another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, I want you to put everybody that you know that needs healing. Everybody. Okay? Mother, father, sister, brothers, your kids, relatives, your friends. You don't even have to know them. You know, people in Hawaii, they're sick, in Guatemala, in Puerto Rico. Anybody's gone through a natural disaster, which is about most of the planet. And I want you also to put yourself in this bubble and feel that really high healing energy just come pouring into you and into all the people into the center. We're going to send that energy into their hearts and just see it fill up. And go to all the areas that they need it the most. And we're going to ask Michael to come forth and cut the ties to any energy they've taken on that's really not theirs. And as that energy's peeled off, we're going to ask, it's filled up with the violet flame to transmute it, and the angel light energy to heal. And they're reconnected to the Creator, and their blueprint for perfect health is activated. And we're also going to call to their higher selves and ask their higher selves to give them all the healing modalities that will work, and that they're able actually not only to recognize them, but to put it into action and see really good results. So I want you to, again, put yourselves in this bubble. Now I want everyone to hug each other. And if you got your family in there, which you should, from your heart, I want you to see love. Just go back and forth from you and your kids, your spouse, your relatives, your brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins. See it extend to grandparents and go out farther to your great-grandparents and your great-great-great-grandparents, and see them all being elevated by this divine energy that you're sending them and you're sharing. Whew. All right, fill that up with light and love, and let's take a deep breath and release it. We give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So let's do 3 ohms to close. Now you can ohm, nobody's going to hear you. And I think you can chime in with me, okay? It's not that hard. All right. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. So be it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So now you guys got to ground. If you got your stone called hematite, I want you to go grab it and hold on to it until you're not lightheaded. And for those of you that don't have it, I want you to put your feet flat on the floor and imagine this energy coming up. Your feet, your legs, feel it come up your knees, and feel yourself now, your energy start to pull in body. You're starting to center. You're becoming very clear-headed, very back in body, very focused. Feel yourself grounding even more. And as you ground, the lightheadedness goes away, so you're very clear. And look, if you're still lightheaded after the show, it's the time of year that you can go do this. Go hug a tree. Just put your hands like that on the tree. You can do it for 30 seconds and send all your excess energy into the tree. And when you're done, ask the tree to send you energy back, and you immediately ground. You know, it's awesome. You know, it's a really nice way to ground. And, you know, if you get angry, you know, they say if you just take a walk, take your shoes off and take a walk through the grass, or, you know, again, go hug a tree, go commune. You're making it a mutually beneficial experience. You know, you're giving the tree a charge, and, you know, the tree is giving you something lovely back. How cool. One of the things that radiation does, it can make you angry, which is not very cool. So you really have to pay more attention to your attitude. And I know for us here on the island, breathing all this interesting heavy sulfur, you know, it can make you cranky too. So just be aware of that. And hey guys, if you are ready to go to the dentist and you can't afford the high prices in the United States, then I really want to recommend real quick Sani Dental to you in Los Algodones, Mexico. They did my teeth and it was incredible. I had 22 crowns put in, 3 teeth pulled, 2 root canals, and a back bridge for all under 5,000. I have movie star teeth now. And they did it in a week. So it's really awesome. You fly into Yuma and they'll pick you up, take you to Mexico. If you bring cash, you get a discount. And depending on how much money you spend, you get a night's free off on your hotel. I got 5 nights free. So I ended up spending not much on my hotel. It's what they call dental tourism. So I wanted to share my incredible experience with you. It's Sani Dental, and that's SANIDENTAL group.com. And you can check them out on the web. It's really worth going to. They're exceptionally good, and they really changed my life. But all I ask is that when you go see them, tell them Cathy Bilsky sent you, okay? I would really appreciate it. And it doesn't make a difference on the price, okay? It doesn't make it more money. I just get credit for it. And, you know, it's a win-win all the way around. Now, for you guys, if you can also go on our YouTube page and click on both of them, United Public Radios, and become subscribers, that really helps. And, you know, subscribe to my page too. It's pretty cool. I'm also on Facebook. I do a lot of work on Facebook. Also, if you want to do more light work during the week on Facebook, I'm doing live video from 4:30 to 5 Hawaiian time. So that would be 10:30 to 11 Eastern time. Mondays, we call down and work with enlightenment and re-anchor divine enlightenment to the planet Tuesdays, it's what I call Fukushima Radiation Tuesday, and we work on radiation. Thursday, same time, it's we do energy work on the climate, just only for a half hour. So if you want to do a little bit more service work, my information is out there. Anybody can tune in. It's very social. I'm also on Google Plus, and then I have my website, www.angellightohm.com, where I have this really cool angel light healing products that glow in the dark, and anybody can do healing work. And it's gentle, loving, and kind. All right, that's it for tonight, guys. And thank you for joining me and doing some service work tonight. I appreciate it, and the earth does, and it really does make a difference on the earth. And, we are fighting evil out there. The Nazis really want to make this a Nazi planet. I'm not into another Hitler planet. It didn't go so well the last World War II. You know what I mean? So all you got to do during the week, if you want, just chant, may divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. How about if we make that the chant of the week, okay? Put it on the refrigerator when you have time, or you're driving. Just chant, call it down. Let's get these guys to shift, I want a planet that's going to be divine enlightenment. And on that note, have a great, safe weekend. You guys rock. Thank you again for doing the service work. And aloha.